But we'll go. We are back, and I am so happy to see your smiling faces. And it is Christmas 2025, looking for New Year's coming up, and this is a time to reconnect. Oh, it's Reese. You don't know why. Okay, Reese, I'm
Oh,
glad you're here too. Boy, Karen's group is here, right?
in
Karen must.
force.
Did Karen just send a text like every hour? Is that what happened?
She threatened them.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, and Gloria's too. I see a lot of your group too. So congratulations. Awesome. And then Arlene's here. Well, I have a lot of great recognition to do for you guys in a little while, but I wanted to just acknowledge that it's been a hard time for many reasons for us, over the last year, especially for our family, and I know other families too. And then, I was talking with Amy, and people are acknowledging that it's been a hard 5 years, really, since COVID. So, there's lots that we've been still trucking along, right, and doing. One of our meetings that we went to as NMDs, they actually had a graveyard of all the businesses. Do you remember, Gloria? All the
I remember
businesses
that.
that have gone away and our business is still here. Okay, so we need to celebrate that the Juice Plus company has made it through all these hard times and including our digital transformation explosion. Can you guys see that it's coming back? We're coming back and we're going to be better together for sure. So we want to get us back and be able to move forward in the future because we want to help you be successful and that is what we love. And Doug was saying earlier, a lot of us didn't sign up for a business. We love the community. We love the idea of helping people, right? Who grew up and said, I want to help people. And so yeah, Debbie's like, yeah, I became a nurse. And
I
so
became a teacher.
you became a
So
teacher, right? Who else grew up saying, I want to help people? Gloria? Cindy, Arlene, Jennifer. Okay, so and Deborah, me too. I wanted to be a psychologist. And, this is a little bit of psychology sometimes. But Doug, you didn't want to help people? No.
No, I didn't. I mean, I thought you were joking, and I
I'm
couldn't
not
believe all these people
joking.
raising their hands. I mean,
People want to help people as
I
like
think
a
I'm in the
living.
wrong business.
You might be. That's why he likes to do a lot of AI stuff now.
It's my friend.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're happy to get reignited. Let's see what that poster said. Reignited. Doug, you liked a certain part of that poster. What was it?
I like the part that said,
The heartbeat.
"Oh yeah, read
If
that
your heart
sentence."
beats for transformation, you belong here. And so that is the heartbeat of our team, right? And so who have you helped transform? I want you to really think about whose health would not be as good if you had not helped them. Think of one person and let's hear from a couple people. Go ahead, Deborah.
well, when I met Jan, her A1C was in the double digits, 17.9, which is huge. And she was a brittle diabetic and didn't know she had a bad heart condition
Hmm.
working. And she started on Juice Plus um, about 3 years before she had her heart incident. And her cardiologist told her that if she hadn't been on Juice Plus as a foundational part of her day and reduced her A1C and improved her other markers, she would not have made it off the table on a triple bypass surgery.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So
I
that's
think, Debbie, you have a
one.
similar story. Tell us yours, Debbie. Thank you, Jan. Not Jan. I see Jan on your tag. Thank you, Deborah, with Jan in the background.
So I guess we'll go with Pete.
Yeah, I'm thinking that sounded
Any
like
fruits
Pete.
and vegetables at all. And when I first started on this, I just handed them to him and said, don't argue, just take them. And he did. So we've survived triple bypass surgery, pancreatic, precancer, and prostate cancer now. And when I was in the hospital at Moffitt a month ago after his pancreas surgery, the dietitian came in to give him some recommendations.
Hmm.
And I said, I'd rather use my stuff. And she goes, can you tell me what it is? And I said, Juice Plus, here's a packet. And she said, oh, this is great. Keep doing what you're doing.
Mhm.
So that was awesome.
Okay, so we all have loved ones. Doug?
I would say my mom and
Yeah.
myself, of course.
Mhm.
But my mom, I mean, she's had great results. I mean, she used to have really bad symptoms with her diabetes. And then it's been kind of fun over the years to watch how when she goes from like triple Juice Plus dosage, she literally has better numbers at the doctor. And then she gets cheap, which it's easy to get cheap when you're on triple, right? So she'll cut down to one or two. And then sure enough, her numbers start slipping again. And the doctor's like, what's going on? And then she goes back to three and then she's doing better. And then she's just been so consistent with the complete and the perform. She's not too happy about perform going away. But yeah, she's amazing. And the energy in this lady. I mean, how old's my mom, Sharon? She goes to the gym like 3 or 4 days a week.
He's 84 because my mom's
She's
83.
84. And I
Yeah.
mean, she was visiting us for like a month or two recently. And like, we'll be down taking naps and she's going, going, going all day long. I mean, she's
Oh,
running
yeah.
circles around us.
That's true. I hate to say it. She uses 2 shakes a day. So she really has been transformed. She's lost a lot of weight, over the years too. Total diabetic and now really doesn't need the medicine. My mom, I don't know if you guys have heard the story of my mom where she would get pneumonia or bronchitis or both. Do you remember, Doug? Like every winter, like during this time for like 6 weeks. And she was a real estate agent. And that was when you put people in the car with you. And I'm like, Mom, how are you doing this? Like she was sick and she was always going to the doctor to get another antibiotic, another antibiotic. And I'm like, you don't need to do that and also take a probiotic. And also, why aren't you taking your Juice Plus? And finally it came out that it was expired. And I'm like, okay, well, if I buy you Juice Plus, will you take it? And she said yes. And she said only because I'll feel guilty if I don't. I'm like, if that works, fine. So then that whole year she took Juice Plus and I would check in with her. And then that following February, she called me. I was sitting at the table and I remember her calling. She's like, I'm a believer. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is like a year or so later. And she's like, I did not get pneumonia or bronchitis. So I'm buying my own Juice Plus. And so she's been on that ever since. And she just survived, just like we've heard about other people, liver cancer, which could be deadly. So, yeah, that happened, Jana. She's like, what? Yeah, life's been going on in the background. But yeah, I think that, we are going to have those battles, right, of different diseases and disorders and things that we need to have that good nutrition. So, make sure that you are thinking of those loved ones, but also remember, love your neighbor. So really, our neighbor is anybody. And when you think about them, just care enough to share. I know it takes extra effort and you're putting yourself on the line. And as Catherine Lee might say, we have to be courageous for like what, 1 minute, 1 second to actually open our mouths and say, hey, I think this might be good for you, right? So who else has an idea of somebody they help? Go ahead, Gloria.
Yes, I want to mention Cindy. Cindy was one of my first people almost 18 years ago, and she was in and out of the hospital continually as a teacher, sick all the time.
Really?
And she even at one point died on the way to the hospital. And
Oh,
they were able to bring her back. She finally came to an event. I didn't give up on her. She kept saying she had all these, other things that she was doing. She finally came to an event. She got on everything, and you could see the transformation like right before our eyes in months. She went to the dentist. This was one sign right away to her that something was happening because they wanted to do a major dental procedure on her. Her gums and everything, I guess, were deteriorating, and whatever they wanted to do, Cindy can explain it better. But she went back a number of months later, and he looked in her mouth, looked at her, looked in the mouth, and looked at his report again several times. And he said, "What are you doing?" And so she, at that time, we had just come out with the dental health study. And I don't know if you knew that, Cindy, but I told you later. And she said, the only thing I've done is I've added Juice Plus. And of course, your mouth is a reflection of your overall health. And she's just gotten better since then. And she's one of my leaders. Really, such a great change there.
Wow.
That's
Yay,
awesome. Do you want to add anything, Cindy?
Thank you, Gloria. Yes, Gloria saved my life. I wasn't in and out of the hospital, but I was in and out of the doctor's office all the time. And I did die on the way to the hospital, but it was God who brought me back before I reached the hospital. So, yeah. But anyway, I was sick all the time after that. Oh, I had Streptococcus pneumonia. Yeah. So, and I survived because God had a plan for me. And that was, I believe, Juice Plus is part of it. And I thank Gloria every day for sharing it with me. That's what fueled my excitement, because I finally could take something that was actually working. Medicines weren't working, vitamins weren't working, nothing was working except for Juice Plus.
Well, your husband Shane did not tell us all of that. We were not aware of all that was going on all those years ago. Shane didn't share.
Yeah.
So
he's a very private person. So
I'll say so.
So you saying your husband Jana didn't share with Cindy?
No.
Or the other way around?
My husband and Cindy's husband. Cindy's husband is Shane.
Oh,
my husband
Shane.
is Blake. They worked together for well over 30 years.
Oh my gosh.
And Shane did not share that information about Cindy so that we could have been praying for, been doing something, we could have been doing something, but we were not aware. That, we didn't know.
But it was my husband Shane who said, Blake isn't doing well. You need to give him Juice Plus. So I went. So yeah.
Wow. So this is awesome. And this is a great display of community and caring about each other, and why we all love this community, right? Does anybody else want to add in a life that's been affected, that if you had not signed up for Juice Plus or shared Juice Plus, who knows what would have happened with them? Could be yourself. Anybody?
Well, my husband Blake, but you all know that story, so I don't need to reiterate. My mother took it until she died, and she died when she was 95, and she took it, as long as I was selling it, she took it, and she said, and she was, up until a few weeks before she died, she was very active and very, interested in life and moving around and doing lots of things. And then it's often hard to get your family to buy into this. And my sister decided that she should not be taking that. So my sister had medical power of attorney. So she took the Juice Plus away from Mother, and Mother immediately started going downhill. And it wasn't too much longer, just a few weeks until she died.
Wow.
So I have a hard time forgiving that, but it is what it is. So, but But my mom was a huge support and a huge proponent of the Juice Plus. So
Awesome.
Wow.
really
Did
sweet.
your sister make the connection between removing the nutrition
I doubt it.
and mhm,
No,
mhm,
no.
mhm.
Well,
Okay.
I wanted you guys to kind of revisit, a little bit of our stories, a little bit of who we've helped, because that is what can fuel your why. Does anybody have specifically, I said yes to Juice Plus because of this certain thing? I want you to put it in the chat, okay? I'm going to start sharing my screen. I have some things I want to show you guys. But if you have a specific thing that you can share about why you said yes to Juice Plus, I think that would be awesome. And it's great to just see each other again and be together for our huddle. So we're gonna do this on Tuesday nights, although some people said Tuesday night was not good for them. So, it's hard to know.
Well,
Um,
just to clarify, Tuesday night once a month.
right, Tuesday night once a month. Thank you,
First
Doug.
Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna go into celebrating some wins and just giving some vision about what different people are doing. Nalani, look how beautiful she looked. And where was this? Heathrow, which is near Orlando. We came and visited for the day. And it's great to have that third party validation. We are here for you, whether it's on the phone or in community. We want you guys to be successful. We want you to feel supported. So always call on us. We're not too busy. And when Doug was saying, we just spent an hour with Wendy Campbell the other day, and he's like, she's a millionaire and she has all these thousands of people under her, but she just spent an hour with us. And I said, our phone's not ringing off the hook. We have hundreds of people that could be calling us. Just know that we're not too busy for you. Okay, we are absolutely not too busy for you. We want to support you. We want to be there. We want to help you build your businesses. And we're very passionate about it. We are recommitted. Like I said, this past year has been a little rough for us, and I'm sorry that we've probably faltered with you guys or for you guys. And I think that we are just really ready to do more. And now that the digital transformation isn't wrecking our lives, we can do more, right? And this is an event with Melissa and Jennifer, and they had the Courageous event over and had a group together, and I thought that was really good. We had one too. It's good to have these times that you can be together with people at your own house, or they know that you do Juice Plus, so why not have a different type of event where they can learn like we do? One of our best things I heard somebody say when they went to a conference once, they said, we spend like thousands of dollars to go to a self-improvement type conference. Think about it. People do that. So if we have something that is going to improve their lives and they would pay money to go do, why not host something like that at our house? We have so many videos on boards and different things that come up. Don't be afraid to just gather some people together. That's just going to deepen relationships. And then I love this. This looks like I couldn't believe this when I saw this online. This is a salad in a jar, and I'm like, this looks so professional, doesn't it? Like everybody's just really busy, and it looks like just a major happening. And just take some time to showcase what we do in our community because you guys are doing amazing things. So make sure there's pictures out there so people can say, I want to come, or they at least know what you're doing. Like even if they don't come to an event where it's Dr. Sears, the big deal is in the inviting too. The fact that Dr. Sears is part of us and that he's part of our community and he calls us the best health club ever. There's stories behind everything. So when you're inviting or when you're doing the business, just know that we have so much credibility because we're all about education. We're all about supporting people. It's not just about the sale. It's about really helping make that transformation. And speaking of the sale, though, here's Karen. I love this picture because she's like, I'm a Bev. I never thought I was a Bev girl. So I wanted to throw this in here because aren't we all like Bev people now? We got all these beverages, all these powdered drinks and things. My sister said that she just got, and she's not on here right now. I was hoping she would come on because I told her about tonight. Her name's Susan in Ohio, and she said, maybe I will come on tonight. She said somebody just got a card about superfood powder, one of her customers, and she wants to order. And she's my sister didn't know what the superfood powder was. So I brought the whole box and a little packet to show her tonight, but she's not on here. Anyway, but I'm like, it has the trio blend. And I remember when they changed the website and it said powders. I'm like, I know what they're coming out with. So anyway, when they did that, I'm like, they are doing that fruits, vegetables, berries, in a powder. So if you have been out of the loop, we now have fruits, vegetables, berries, in a powder in superfood. Okay. And then Super Biome has been rocking our worlds. So if you have a story about Super Biome, please put that in the chat and we will read that out loud after I stop sharing my screen. Okay. So we've got the packet where it's the prebiotic, and we got the pills where it's the probiotic. And I came home from conference and I said, everybody is taking this. If you do enough research on the microbiome, is that what it's called? Yeah, I'm like getting myself confused. The microbiome, then you're going to know that there are postbiotics and there are things that affect your cognition, affect your mood, affect your hormones. And it's amazing. If you start really researching the ingredients and the Luminate and the Superbiome and the research behind Juice Plus, I mean, we are in the best place. And so we do have a lot of new customers. As of November, a lot of us got on the list probably because we wanted to take advantage of Black Friday. I think that was Black Friday, some of that. And so I wanted to recognize, if I miss somebody who I don't know their name, then please yell it out. But Karen Orlowski with 15, me, woo, with 11, Gloria Hare with 9, Cindy Galloway with 8, Linda Latner with 7, Melissa Hetrick 6, Jana Wallace 6, Kathy Crispin 6, Sandy Stetter 6, Sherry Montoya 5, Arlene Joseph 5, Janie Hawkins 5, and some of those other ones are on Julie's team and Julie's NMDs. But you might recognize their names because we hang out with them a lot, especially at conference. And then for new partners, we've got Dr. Sirota has a new partner, which I was there for in South Florida. We had an event and it just made sense to this lady, and it was $52. And she was going to get this box, which now you guys can order if you want, or your new people, for $65, I think it is, the starter box. Anyway, she was sold and she's like, I'm signing up. And then Shakira Moore has a new team member, and Yee Yee in Jacksonville, which I didn't know till I saw this tonight. So we need to see how Yee Yee's new partner is. But let's keep adding new partners now that, the transformation was a lot, but I think you guys can probably see that it is nice when they go in there and change their own orders. That is actually very nice. We can help them if we need to, but it is really nice that they are able to have some control. Okay, so we have some people, and I'm not sure if I missed somebody, Gloria, but tell me if I missed somebody on this list. But these people got $500. I love what the company's doing. When Shay O'Brien came from Europe, he said, it's the company's job to excite you, to have something exciting going on. And you can just see that's what's happening now that they've got the new platform, they've got their leaders in place in corporate that they want. They are just coming up with ideas left and right. So $500 if you qualified 2 months in a row, if you had not been qualified in August. So it was great. I was in South Florida. I somehow got my 2 doctors to come. It was like a miracle happened. And they came and they saw the vision for using the board link that has their name, their link, and all this stuff on it. And I told them about the PBQ breakthrough, that we just need to add some more customers back and you're going to get $500. So they were able to do it. Dr. Lisa Sirota, Dr. Landon Aguado in South Florida, Arlene Joseph, woo, glad she's here tonight too. Carol Stanwitz in Alabama, Rosemary Rosner, who I haven't met yet, on Cindy's team, right, Cindy? Okay, congratulations. Kelly Marquez, who's in Florida, and Kathy Thurman, who is in what, Colorado?
Yeah, she is up in Salida, Colorado, but she's now in her second month toward the
Oh,
500.
now. Okay. Hmm.
We're
Yeah,
gonna,
that one I was not sure. Her and Sherry Montoya, I wasn't sure. Sherry
yeah,
Montoya is a possible one also, right?
right.
Maybe. Anyway, so we
Yeah,
are cranking on the PBQ breakthroughs, and that's if you qualify 2 months that you had not been qualified. So, with the digital transformation, sometimes customers got kicked out of the system or they got too many boxes or too little boxes, and we were just so confused for a long time. So now we are breaking through, and here are our PBQ qualifiers. And yes, I was able to do this on, oh, Kathy Thurman's twice on there. I see that. That's funny. We really wanted to emphasize Kathy Thurman on there. And so I have to tell you, I did use AI really quickly to give these names and say, make me a poster. And at first it had all phone numbers too. Oh, I wonder who that one name is. Anyway, we will pass by this poster because
Yeah, you're
I
lucky
should
it came
have
out that good. AI is not so good at that kind
I
of
should
stuff.
have checked it a little better. I needed that banana thing, Doug. What is it called? Nano banana?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if I had access to that, but I wasn't sure. Anyway, well, you could really see Janet and Dr. Valentine's name really well. Congratulations, everyone. Okay, top performers for the month so far. I love seeing this. It's like watching from afar. Melissa and Jennifer are sisters, so let's see if they beat each other out. Karen is continuing just continuously on the leaderboard, and we don't even see Brad's yet, but sometimes Brad's numbers will pop up also. And then Dr. Nalani Valentine, and under her husband too sometimes. And Keela, I think she's the new person, maybe under Shakira. Sally Hurd is on Gloria's team. Not sure if she's on yours, Cindy. She's on your team, Cindy.
Yeah, she's on mine. She's direct. She's down on Rosemary Rosner's line. But
Okay,
yes,
and I haven't met these people, so I need to meet them. I want to. And
Keila
then Mac,
Outlaw?
yes.
Keila is under David.
Okay. Yeah, I thought she might be under Shakira. I wasn't sure. Okay,
Right.
congratulations. That's awesome. We got to
Mhm.
watch her numbers for Partner Plus.
Right.
Good. And then Roberts is Mac. Partlow. So this is a new month. So who knows what can happen? Let's keep adding orders. Congratulations to Gloria and Stacy and their upline who are going to Scottsdale. It's going to be Gloria, Stacy, me, Julie, Amy, Wendy. So Kurt Beavers. Doug's going to hold down the fort, I believe. But we're going to have a great time there. So, but the good news is that the Saturday teaching that's happening there is going to be streamed. So you don't want to miss this. And I don't really know much about it, but it sounded really good and they're going to stream it. So keep that Saturday open. Will you guys please put that on your calendar, January 10th, so that you can have that leadership experience as well. We have a few days of this left where people can get Luminate. I think I'm going to put in another quad order. I have so much Juice Plus, but I can't pass up 2 boxes of Luminate for free, and I don't have that water bottle. So I'll be putting in my own quad order, even though I think we have plenty of Juice Plus at the house. But I mean, it's hard to pass these things up. That's worth $70 just for the Luminate. And then I don't know, probably 20 for the bottle. So let's say 90. And that's until the 15th. Okay. So take advantage of that. Have your customers take advantage of it. And the whole point is to get them ready for the reset, for them to order Juice Plus. And so, or superfood powder or super biome, you could see the list there. And that's been on Voxer. If you've missed it, I'll put it in there again. But basically, there's going to be a group called Reset, and Christy Claimer and, oh gosh, what is her name, Doug?
Ethany Defoe.
Ethany, why couldn't I think of that? Ethany Defoe, they are like super energizer bunnies, okay? And super focused. They had a gut glow up group that blew up, that really glowed up. And so that doesn't make sense. But anyway, you know what I mean? It was really
Almost.
good. I know I'm getting a little delirious. I'm so happy to see everybody. Anyway, so they had a group and they now want us all to join. and be part and make a big online community of healthy people. And they said they don't care whether they order Juice Plus or not. They want to have 50 lives in there. They want to have medical professionals in there. They want to have all different people from our community posting. So we're going to have an awesome reset, and that's going to open after Christmas Day. I think it's on the 26th of December, so that then people will start posting after that to get people ready for January. So right now, let people know that you want to lock arms with them, be buddies with them to get ready for this reset. And that you're just going to be making changes for your own transformation, and that they can invite anybody they want. Also, it's going to be a huge, huge Facebook community. Okay. And I wanted to make sure you had these 3 posters. I sent some out by email. They're on Voxer. I use these all the time. So I just wanted to make sure you guys knew they exist. One is the 1-page order form that's on Campbell Team under startup for sure, or somewhere around there. And then the one with all the pictures with the prices, I use that all the time. And then the other one just kind of explains things. So I do a lot of texting, like the doctors might recommend Juice Plus, so then I text some of these things, but I also text a link, which I can show you in a minute. But if you don't have some of those posters, just let me know. And also, if you're not in Voxer, now's the time to get into Voxer Team Transformers for sure, so that you can get some of the things that are flying by. And you don't have to get stressed out about it. Just take it for what it is, okay? Thursday night is a prospect Zoom with Jason LaChance, Tony Branner, who is a wonderful speaker, and Carolyn Coach Caro Simmons, okay? So this is going to be the launching, really, of the reset. This would be really good to listen to, or if you can't, then to get the recording so you know what the company is saying, okay? Because that's all going to be what is coming down the line to us. That is about that group and about the workshop. Okay, good. So when I think about what do I need when I think I'm going to be proactive in my business, the best thing for me to get out is calendar, contacts, and Canva. Okay, so you just kind of make up events, whatever suits you. You invite some people, you put it on your calendar, whatever works for you. So I wanted to just tell you that was like an aha moment for me, because you can get all caught up in Facebook, you can get all caught up in all types of different things. But if you truly want to be proactive in your business, you're going to get out Canva and your calendar and put things on the calendar, whether it's mimosas and muffins, or salad in a jar, or margarita night, whatever it is, do I sound like I want a lot of alcohol? I need to change all that. Okay. Anyway, but whatever it is, make up something that gets you excited so that then you invite people. And even if you want to just play a video about gut health and invite people over, some people like to do fermenting things. I'm not good at that at all. So I pick things that are simple for me and are doable. And so you've got to pick what works for you, but you always want to make sure you share the Juice Plus message, and maybe we didn't do it during the Courageous event, but that was a different event, that we knew we weren't trying to tell people too much about Juice Plus. But if you are doing like a healthy event, make sure you go through the steps to share Juice Plus. So I would encourage you to reconnect with your why and your story. Who have you helped? Why would you want to be more intentional with this business, carve out some more time, things like that. So really think about these types of things, especially over the holidays. And Doug can really chime in about that after this, because he loves this time between Christmas and New Year's to reflect and to plan and things like that. I think it's good for you to really get to know people and how you can help them. We have so many things that can help people, right? Get your resources ready to text or give out. I was telling Milena and Debbie they're having a booth, and I said, just already have your board pages ready. And while you're talking to that person, just say, let me go ahead and text you some information right now. Because sometimes if you let time pass by, then it's just like, hard to keep up with life and following up with people. But if you text people on the spot, I think it's really good. So I have on the right here some of the things that I've been using, these personalized boards. And what you do is you go to Campbell Team Board, you go to JP Resources, and you go to Pages, and you click on the little box and you copy that over to your board. Now, if you don't know anything about what I'm talking about, I will be happy to stay after I'm going to show you. Okay. So I want to make sure you guys can have your own Luminate board or your own Superbiome board or your own Juice Plus board that has all the different information, has your links, has your phone number, might even have your story on there. And that is a really quick thing to send people right away as you're talking to them. Some other things, be consistent. You know, our business is built on consistency. It is not built for immediate results, like going and waitressing and bringing home like hundreds of dollars that day, right? But this is something that we're building into the future to invest. So it's not necessarily something to look for immediate results. It's for you to look to immediate and consistent activity. Okay, that's what's going to build your business. Using AI to make your life easier for work. You can use it for planning sessions for yourself. You can say, what are some things I should do today? Or you could put in a list of names and say, give me 2 names off that list today. And then ask it for different 2 names the next day. So try to use AI so that you can make your work easier, whether it's sending an email, doing a social post, having a mindset reset. Doug's done a great job on jpmana.com. If you got our email, then we have given you a Christmas code or holiday code. And if you didn't get that, let us know. Okay, so you get 2 free months. And so then let's see, who can you empower and teach? So you've learned a lot through our community. Now it's time to turn around and teach others. And that's really what this is about. That's why we attract a lot of people that want to help people, but also people who are teachers. You've learned a lot, but you can be empowered to teach. And you don't have to know everything, and they don't have to know everything, but you just share what you do know. I was listening to John Maxwell this morning, and he said, you know, failure is part of success. So we might be feeling a little failure right now, especially if we're not getting a lot of wins in a row. I know somebody on our team's been very frustrated in the last few days. They're like, everything seems to be going wrong. But, you know, sometimes failure is the way to success. And John Maxwell always says those kinds of things best. So he says, every day there are hits and misses. And the most important lessons you learn in life have failure in them. So just keep that in mind, that that's all part of success, is to go through failure to get to success. They're not on 2 different sides of the continuum. All right. Let's see. I think that was it for that. And so I'm going to open it up for any questions or comments from the chat, and also Doug. So let's see. Any questions first? Or comments? Okay. Trying to keep this short.
I'll just share from we have coaching sessions too, you know, and we were on with Wendy Campbell the other day. Like, she took like 90 minutes with us. It was awesome. And I want to encourage you guys a couple of things. You know, I love the time between Christmas and the New Year, because it's kind of quiet. You know, maybe the family's gone, the kids are playing with their presents back in the day or whatever. But it just gives you a little bit of time to think. And I like to plan out the year, you know, set some goals. Maybe if you're one of those word of the year people, that's when you would find your word. We also do something where we'll print out like a blank calendar, and I'll just like tape them all together with Scotch tape, and then we'll put it out on the counter on the floor, and we start filling in events and things like that. So plan events, commit to events, learn technology. Things are changing. And if you're not one of the people who are naturally technically savvy, or you don't love change, you got to still do it. I mean, it really will help you. And I'm going to be doing more tech training next year, not just AI stuff, but general technology training. So let me know if there's things I should be teaching, because sometimes I just assume that everybody knows this or everybody knows that. And then the final thing that I took away from Wendy Campbell's talk with us was just about remembering to connect with people. You know, we get so into like worrying about what social media reel we're going to put up, or or what our post is like, or what is our verbiage, and asking AI to do this for us or that for us, when the bottom line is like, the magical words or the right reel isn't going to make like magic fairy dust come down and they like send you a credit card number. It's always about like personal connections. So like, let's commit to getting back to helping people. And that's what this community is really all about, is just helping people. So try to remember your first love in Juice Plus, and try to get back to that, because the stars are lining up. We're starting to see team come on. We're starting to see more customers. We're starting to see like the kinds of things that, we are Juice Plus, Sharon and I, right? This is our only income. We've been doing this a long time. If things are flat or things are sinking a little bit, it affects us. It affects our life big time. And it can get a little scary, because we got all our eggs in one basket in this family. But we are seeing things coming around that gives me a lot of comfort, and I'm excited for what's ahead. We're going to see new team. There's some people that kind of, have taken a break, and that's, for some, that break is even probably going to become permanent. Like maybe they just won't come back. And that's disappointing for us. It's disappointing for you if they're on your team. But we're also going to have new people that come in, and there's going to be new energy and new excitement. And I think these just once a month now, it's not 3 times a week or anything like we were doing during COVID. It's once a month, Tuesday night. Let's try to make this a real campfire time where we can bring in new people. We'll get some energy. We're going to do everything we can to get this down to 30 minutes. And we fight about it. Just, we're going to fight and everything here in the house, just trying to get it shorter, figuring out what to cut out. But I appreciate you guys.
So it's the second Tuesday night of every month.
Yes.